So recently, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding Wonder Woman 3 and Gal Gadot's return. So originally, we had the DCEU. Then James Gunn and Peter Safran became heads of DC Studios, which is a newly founded company after Warner Bros. Discovery happened. Peter Safran and James Gunn decided it was a smart idea to soft reboot the entire universe. Obviously, it was not a good idea. A lot of people are mad that some actors are staying and some actors are leaving. And now, since Henry Cavill was fired from being Superman after never being hired, and now Gal Gadot is saying that she will be working on Wonder Woman 3 again, and it will be set in the DCU. Because in an interview with comicbook.com, Gal Gadot said, "I love portraying Wonder Woman. It's so close and dear to my heart. From what I heard from James and Peter is that we're going to develop a Wonder Woman 3 together." And in another interview, she said, "I was invited to a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and what they told me, and I'm quoting, 'You're in the best of hands. We're going to develop Wonder Woman 3 with you, because we love you as Wonder Woman. You've got nothing to worry about, and so time will tell.'" And so everyone went on a spiral thinking that Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman 3 was going to happen, which would be a bad idea considering Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, and a bunch of others are no longer going to be reprising their roles. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman has too much of a connection to the DCEU, making a bunch of cameos and having 2 solo films in there, one of which was an utter disaster. And then DC Studios, through an anonymous source, spoke to Variety and told them that nothing was ever promised to Gadot regarding Wonder Woman 3, nor was there any definite discussion of Gadot's Wonder Woman continuing with the new DC universe. So overall, this issue and this situation is very, very stupid, very, very dumb, and has inspired a lot of controversy. What do I think? I think that they should just not keep anybody from the old DCEU. They should just have a full reboot. Or if they want to keep them so badly, and since audiences have already grown attached to these characters like Henry Cavill, just keep the DCEU and finish it out before you start another reboot. Because The Flash was supposed to fix the entire DC universe. It was supposed to reboot it, and so we could easily transition into the DCU. But it didn't reboot the universe at all, except it just ended with George Clooney's Batman. And since George Clooney will not be the new Batman in the DCU, that's even more confusing because that means the universe wasn't reset. The Flash is just in a different timeline, setting up for a sequel that will never happen, because this universe is essentially dead, except for some parts of it will be continued in the DCU. Overall, they should just do a full reboot. The DCU it's too far gone. There's been too many flops this year alone, with The Flash being the worst flop in comic book movies history, which is not a good look. Overall, it's very confusing on whether Gal Gadot will be in the new DCU or not, and it is very confusing on which direction this will be taking us to. Well, I don't really know what James Gunn just needs to do some sort of statement or something, because this is, one, it's all just confusing, and 2, there's just a bunch of angry fans and a bunch of discourse online. No one is happy right now with the current state of the DC universe. James Gunn and Peter Safran need to do something, because I don't know what they're doing at this point. What do you guys think in the comments below?